Putting up Christmas lights. And I'm so proud. I want to go live for anybody to enjoy. Welcome anybody. This is my Christmas light display. I have been sitting here staring at this for probably, I don't know, a half hour, maybe an hour. I've got them just perfectly stapled up and just perfectly aligned, and I'm so happy about it. What's up, Joseph? Got the Christmas lights up and I'm so happy about it. Yeah, it's really late in the middle of the night. I didn't expect too many people to be here. And my phone isn't really in an ideal place because I really was just gonna go live and just let this play for some people to enjoy. But yeah. My goodness, I really hope that you're starting to enjoy the holidays as well. It comes and it goes, you know. One minute you're just enjoying Halloween and the next it's all here. It's beautiful. Got my Christmas lights going, Christmas music going. All I gotta do is plug in the gnomes. I got gnomes out there. Inflatable gnomes, and that's the last thing. These are two different displays going at once. Oh man, I love it. I knew the second one would just tie it together so beautiful. Thank you for my computer. Thank you. You are gonna be blown away with the quality that this computer is gonna create. I already have the first video going. It's already edited. First part of it at least. First few scenes. I'm starting out with really nice scenes of Baltimore, Maryland. And yeah, I got a bunch of drone footage clips that I'm gonna use. And it's just beautiful. And I'm gonna tell a story about a man who was just in jail for armed bank robbery, and literally he broke out and went and robbed 3 more banks in Maryland. Within this past, I want to say within this past 2 months, he was arrested again, and they just sentenced him. I think he got another 20 or 30 years. That's the first video I'm gonna make that's edited properly with that computer. So, you're the first person to know. You're really the first person to know. I haven't told anybody yet. I've been sitting here. I worked on it all day today. And I've been learning the editing software. Yeah. Really fun. Definitely detail oriented. Once you learn it, I feel like once I learn it, I feel like I'm gonna just be so better off making videos. You're gonna be blown away with the quality of even my first video, let alone once I figure out how to actually use the software. I'm gonna be making movies. Almost movies. I can't wait. I got it figured out right now to the point where I can just go to YouTube, go full screen, and start taking clips. Oh, it's awesome. I miss having a computer. It really ties me together as a person, I think. Just having a phone, I can do a lot with a phone, but having a computer, and the stuff that I can teach myself is invaluable, I feel. Plus, I already got the webcam coming, professional microphone and stand coming. Got a really good deal on it too. Got a $60 professional microphone. The reviews are so good on it, I'm giving it a try, and I guarantee when I go live with that microphone, it's gonna sound like ASMR. I'm gonna be able to just sit there and talk right into this mic. It's gonna be the most crisp sounding experience you could possibly have. Webcam, everything. I got everything set up, ready to stream or go live, and can't wait. I'm blocked by this box that I have keeping my phone up, but I can see your comments. And I hope you can hear me. I had a gaming PC in 2001 that died on me. Completely fried. Yeah, it happens. I can imagine, especially if you're really pushing them hard. I can imagine, you got to really replace things, and every few years or that's what happens. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid of that, but these are actually pretty cheap, so I guess the move is to just not spend a lot on them. For instance, this whole build, just the tower alone was $600. So now you can get a full-blown gaming PC with literally everything and I mean everything to stream, everything. And without this big monitor, it was $600. So that's extremely affordable, in my opinion. Some people are spending $200 to buy Windows, and some people are spending almost $1,000 to get high-end processors, which they don't necessarily need. A lot of kids right now out there believe that they need the most professional, high-end, top-of-the-line thing just to play Fortnite, and honestly, my computer right here, right now, it'll run Fortnite at a higher frame rate than I've ever been able to comprehend. Plus 100, so it's like amazing. And I've been running like I've had like OBS running in the background to screen capture, and then I've had all the editing software running, and on top of that, I can literally go to YouTube and it won't even lag for a split second. It won't lag at all. And it's amazing because my Xbox lagged even when I had a few things disconnected. So it's amazing the quality of a computer versus, phone and Xbox. It's just amazing, honestly. I think it's amazing. I've really missed out on what has happened to computers. The last time I had a computer was right around 2001 as well. That's the last time we had a family computer, and ever since then I've been on phone because it's been like the move. Just be on phone, right? I started this channel on the phone, and but now we're kind of just going to go back and forth from the phone to computer, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Got Christmas lights up. Oh, I'm so happy. What's up to the second person in here? I just posted in the Christmas thing that I put my lights up, so if anybody comes in here from there, what's up? Got my beautiful lights set up. These are two different massive spools of lights, perfectly stapled and attached. I'm even gonna go harder and get them like really straight on the poles below, and oh my goodness, it's gonna be so soothing to the eyes when you go by. Can't wait. Might get a couple more inflatables, because why not? Maybe. But if not, I don't think I even need to. I think what I've done here is simple and good. I think it looks great. I hope all y'all enjoy it. Just getting the Christmas vibes going, because it snuck right up on all of us like it wasn't even here. 1 minute we were celebrating Halloween, and be honest with you, it kind of just rolled up so fast that Halloween, I still had the witch outside. I took the witch inside and put these lights up. Still got to show the dog. Still got to show 8-Ball. She's going to be so happy. Let me see what's going on. And he expects us to have expensive computers. What's up, Homestead Aquarius? What's up, homie? I'm going to do this. Oh, wait, I can't. Oh, I can do this. I can turn my computer on. I'm thinking. I'm trying to see comments. I can see them. But the left is where I'm having problems. Because I have it like I have it on this like shelf that I made just to show the lights. And honestly, I really like the way that it's sitting right now. But I can see the comments perfectly. Except for just a little bit of the left. Yeah, the season is literally flying by. And it's like, next thing you know, everybody's going to be celebrating the new year. And, you know, we're at 2024. It's amazing. I mean, let's go. Let's get this new year. Let's try to make it a good one. Last year was a great year. I honestly can't complain about this year at all. Not a single complaint from me. It's been pretty smooth. Just made the right purchases with my saved up money and basically just stayed alive through this hard time. I hope all of you are getting by easier and easier instead of harder and harder, but it sure seems like they want us to struggle a little bit right now, which it doesn't make sense, but maybe it will one day. That's all I keep thinking about lately is why everything is just getting worse, you know? How is everything possibly getting worse, you know, in this, but I guess it's that time in history where we're not seeing, you know, the boom times. We're seeing the some other times. I'm not a predictor. I ain't predicting nothing. I'm gonna watch it happen though. And that's the worst part is that, you know, watching it happen is probably the worst part. How could I even be talking about such negative with Christmas lights, you know? Can't do that. But still, you know, it's truly, you know, all I see around is things getting worse, more expensive. People are struggling more and more, and the price of things is almost unrecognizable. I had the idea 3 months ago. I still haven't done it. But the things that I purchase, I want to go to the store and actually write down the prices. I think it'd be fascinating. Because ask yourself, do you really know how much things have risen in price? Like, truly? Like, I would love to know this time, maybe 2 years ago, what the price of, you know, things that I'm buying currently are. I can't remember. It's fascinating to me. I mean, how things can get so expensive. I honestly think that we're seeing a recession that we're basically expected to live through silently while entertained with social media, and they're not even advertising it on the news like they did before. It's kind of fascinating to me because they did before. Before, when there was a depression, they advertised it for some reason. And this time it's completely opposite. They're not advertising it. There's no talk of it. And the only thing that you can see is literally the recessive part, the financial instability. That's the only thing you can truly see. Don't want to get too deep, you know, but it just makes me really wonder when it will get better in my life or yours. And I'm not talking about, you know, I'm talking about I want to see everybody living good, eating good, happy, bank accounts not bad. That's what we, as people of this country, were offered at one point in time. And I could go back and watch so many videos of just things that, you know, like all the past presidents that were a part of the boom times, you know, and you see what America was then, and it makes you wonder and wish. It makes a lot of people wonder and wish, you know, when we could possibly see maybe a bit of unitedness, maybe a bit of true friend with your neighbor again, and instead of, you know, what I'm seeing now, which is that, you know, I've been going around in this past 6 months doing things for my neighbors that they would never do for me. I'm talking clean their leaves up in their yard so that it ain't blowing everywhere, and also, you know, it would look better. I went up and down my entire road pretty much just cleaning leaves day after day, probably for like 2 months straight. And I don't even think anyone came up and said thank you. I mean, that's just like, you know, for instance, if somebody came and did that for me, I would say thanks. At the very least, I know they're doing it for nothing. Obviously, they literally just walked up and started doing it. So at least, you know, go out and say thanks. You know, say, hey, you know, I appreciate it. But I don't hold anything against anybody, and I don't expect anyone to say thank you. That's the thing. But at the same time, you know, I would like to see a world where a lot more people go around and do random things for their neighbors and stuff like that, and maybe just don't even expect it, you know. But it is nice to get thank yous and stuff too. At least shows people that, hey, they're not afraid to walk up and say hello to you. And because I'm a real nice person, you know, I'm a real nice person, and I do a lot of I try to do as many nice things as I possibly can for people, especially all the people around me. And yeah, I just, you know, I get dirty looks from a lot of people. It's no bueno. And I do feel that a lot of people are closed off more to themselves in their own life, and that's how some people are, and that's fine. I'm just wondering where all of these super friendly people are at, you know. I'm wondering where all the super friendly people are at. They're deep inside themselves. They're still there. And I know that because I am deep inside myself, always psychoanalyzing everything in my life, just trying to better myself or better my situation or make things better. Like lately, I've just been hyper focusing on getting better with my computer. At the rate that I will be learning, it'll be so nice to see the videos come out in real time. I'm going to be watching them too with you guys. Can't wait. I'm just going to get better with the text going in and out of the screen. Make it real nice and smooth. I'm going to have a lot of information displayed sometimes. Then we're going to go back to really nice, beautiful, scenic clips and city clips and clips of cars driving on highways. I really love that. That's awesome. You're going to see a lot of that in my editing, I believe. Let me check these. I'm sorry, I'm just listening to one of the super nice people. I appreciate you, man. That really means a lot to me. That really means a lot. Yep, that's what, you know, just try to be one, you know, and that's all that's really who I try to, that's who I always try to be, you know, is the person that, you know, you can tell at least. I would go out of my way to do a lot of things for just about anybody. I gave this random guy a ride the other day. I got my car fixed, and I walked out to open my door, and this guy started talking to me. I never met him before in my life. And apparently he's well known up there in town, and he just asked people for rides to go and get some food at the local kitchen. And I gave him a ride down, and I got to know him. I still remember his name. His name was Ed. Like, this guy was so genuine. Not all there, but so genuine. And that conversation stuck with me. Those conversations always stuck with me, and that's why I truly always, that's how I developed myself, was basically not judging anyone single person. I mean, yeah, there's terrible things out there that I will never come into contact with other people that they committed, so I won't have to deal with that, you know. But at the same time, I really, really like meeting new people. You know, you worry sometimes. He walked up to me, I didn't know if I could give him a ride. I really didn't. And you don't know if you can give someone a ride nowadays, truly. You really don't know how it's going to go. It could go pretty bad, mentally or physically. And this was just the greatest experience ever. Blew my mind, you know. We're afraid to pick people up nowadays because of how negative society is and everything. But yeah, that was one person that I seen, and I felt like I was just nudged to do it. I was like, yeah, just get on in, man. I kept explaining to him that I didn't know him either. I was like, dude, I don't know you. I've never met you before. And he was like, he kept introducing himself to me. He's like, oh, my name's Ed. And I'm like, well, nice to meet you, Ed. Go ahead and get on in. And yeah, he didn't bother me a bit. You know, that's the craziest part. You know, you can truly help people out sometimes, and they ain't gonna bother you a bit. I've even recently been thinking about, before I even throw food away or anything like that, just running it up to the kitchen too, and just like dropping it off. There's always people standing out front, and I'm sure they would love, you know, to reheat some of the food that I am, you know, not eating sometimes. So I'm probably gonna do that as well. I'm gonna try to. That's been an idea that's stuck in my mind as well. It's not the first time I thought of that. You know, running my excess food up to people that probably need it really bad. Just little things like that, you know, that'll make the world a really decent place for some people, for more people. Another thing I really like to do a lot that I don't see a lot of people do is they go out. I like to go out, and if I see anything on the road like gravel or glass, I clean it up immediately. Like the second that I see it, it bothers me. I'll go around town and there's literally glass. Kids will go around town. It's a fun thing to do now, apparently, for some of these kids. I haven't even seen it happen. I've never seen it happen in person, but apparently it has to be someone young, and they'll just go around and just bust bottles. And I know that's not even a new activity. You know, it's just like, you can do it in different places. If you really want to go and break a bottle, you can go break it somewhere and not have it be all over the road. Because my dog literally walks down the street. That's the main reason I started cleaning the road up, was because my dog I'd see glimmer on the road, and I'd realize that she just trekked through powdered glass. How does that feel on a pad of a dog's foot, you know? Powdered glass. Most folks are nice inside and want to be better. Yeah, most folks are definitely nice inside. JFK was the most peaceful president, Joseph. I truly believe it. I really wish they would have let him live. That's the realest statement that came out of my mouth today. I wish they would have let JFK live. Why somebody had to do that to him? All because he had really solid ideas, and I mean better ideas than any other president. He really cared about people. I actually realized that about Abraham Lincoln recently as well. I put them in the tops because Abraham Lincoln literally wandered this earth. He wandered this country. And he was housed so many times by random folk. And it amazes me. It amazes me. He became president because... How did he become president? It had to have been a way different time back then. For them to let good men in, that was a different time. Because right now what we see... I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. What I see right now is not a good man. You know? They could quite literally ask him a question that any single person would answer better just by using their eyes, not even any words. And he'll mess it up with a script in front of him, and that just upsets me. Well, when the man can't even, and honestly, this is the problem that, it goes into like conspiracies and everything, but the man was really, quite recently, he was very much there, and then now he's not, so I don't really know, why he's so not there to the point where he can't even speak anymore, but it's becoming a problem for them, I'd imagine. And then and it really has us looking back at some of the most, the best presidents that we've had in history. Like, wow, absolutely phenomenal. I've watched some documentaries on JFK and Abraham Lincoln, and they are truly some of the best for the people. It just, I don't know. It really hurts. And you know what, Trump, honestly, Trump, I was a Trump supporter, mainly because what I saw country-wise was better, and when I saw him striking deals and shaking hands with Saudis and every other world leader, and when he was given he's been given every single medal, I would say, for peace, and every other country has given over their highest awards to him. You can look this up. He has been given the highest award out of any president in history, especially from foreign leader, and it's on video. And me and my mom just rewatched that like 2 weeks ago, and it was just amazing seeing that. It truly showed me that, like, I don't know what happened, but the whole world recognizes Trump to be like one of the most respectful people on this planet, apparently, and they gave him the keys to their cities. They literally probably housed him and showed him the utmost respect, pretty much, that any president has ever been shown, and it's on film. So, don't really know why, the media focus so much on his negatives, but when the media wants to focus on something, they sure seem like they are able to. They can ruin people's lives. They can ruin a presidency, too. My rambles are pretty decent sometimes. I like to go over things, but man, it really seems like good things come out of my mouth sometimes. I appreciate y'all for being with me here to enjoy my Christmas lights. I really appreciate that. Didn't even want to get all, that's where my brain goes, though. It jumps topic to topic to topic. If I don't stop it, I'm getting better at stopping it, though. I can pretty much just talk about real stuff for days and days, it seems, and eventually I just shut up and go to sleep. But seriously, it makes you wonder, when are we gonna see that again? I wonder. We'll see how we'll see what comes in this coming year. I want to see America thrive, and I want to see the people of America I want to see the currency rise again. That would be sick. I want to see our money be worth something. Who wants their money to be worth nothing? Nobody. I accept everything for what it is, though, and honestly, in my lifetime, are we going to see it rise? No. Probably not. It's on a path right now where even if they do everything right, we're going to, we'll go through many lifetimes before it's truly corrected, so all we can truly do is enjoy every single day and just appreciate our families and everything we got, and try to just keep her moving, no matter how hard it gets. It's hard to talk about sometimes, but it needs to be done, because if you talk about things, then you can get over it and truly keep on moving. I like these thoughts. They let me analyze, the real world, while also, saying, okay, well, I'm going to go back to my day now, I'll go back to me now. It's great. Really appreciate y'all. We got a train going by out there. Oh, we got 2 trains going by. I was wondering why the light was reflecting on that train. There was 2 of them. I love living by the trains. graffiti's artwork, so I get to see such cool artwork go by all the time. I sit down and look at the trains probably for hours sometimes if I could. If they would just keep on going by, I would just keep there. I would stay there for a long time probably. And then it's funny because if you don't live by a train, you the first time you like try to sleep by one, it's truly amazing how loud it is. But it's like I don't even hear it. It's almost like it's actually the fuzz on the TV for me at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really a relaxing thing. Good example of your light inspiring others. It sounds like JFK's spirit is alive. Truly feels some type of way. You know, his spirit could be alive. When I was talking about him, you know, it truly does. You know, those are the speeches that really had them propelled to the stratosphere that they were. And certain officials reach that, Princess Diana, it becomes a thing where certain officials are loved more by the people than by their own people, and that's what we see all the time probably. You don't even realize it. That's what we saw with JFK, right? The people loved him for good reason. They loved a good man, you know? They loved a guy that was going to go in there and basically give his entire life up for the better of society. And that's so commendable. Who would do that? Not many people. Trump did do that. I mean, when you have literally everything, and then you go and succumb yourself to that type of energy, all for a bunch of people, you really are a good person. You know, the things that he has tried to do, at least, you know, is. And you know what's crazy? They're still unwriting paperwork that he has written in. And I'm sure they're still coming into like loopholes and stuff like that he has written in that they cannot get out of there. They've tried to get certain things out of there that he has stuck in there on cement ground. It's amazing. He truly did all that he could while he was in there so that whoever came in afterwards, if it was somebody like what we got, you know, it would at least be hard for them. And I remember the first day he was in office, he went absolutely insane writing laws in. It was amazing. They had him on camera and he had a stack of papers, I don't know, maybe 1.5 feet high, and he was literally just sitting there signing them. They were drawn up already. It was truly amazing seeing that. He had so many things that he wanted to do. How he really did that on the first day. I couldn't do that on the first day. You literally put me in the presidency on the first day, and I'm gonna tour Washington D.C. and be it'll be the most public and most, you know, waving to the people type presidency you've ever seen. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a stack of however many he did. He probably sat there for hours signing those papers. And then ever since then, he realized that he had a bit of time in there and he could make it right. And I can't lie, he did. He did it right. When a president does it right, now imagine this. This is a great thought. Imagine if JFK fought against the power farther and further solidified his safety. I always thought about this. What if JFK solidified his safety so that on the days where they would try to do that to him, he didn't go? Or it was the wrong car? Or any of those situations. Now imagine this. Imagine he got really good at doing that. Well, they wouldn't just keep trying, right? They'd start to do different things. They wouldn't just keep trying to kill him. Maybe they would. Maybe they would. I'm saying, like, if he just kept getting away with it, it would be on film that they were someone was trying to truly take a president out, and then they'd have to protect him. So, matter of fact, after that day, if it went any differently, he would have been able to truly see his presidency at least through. Now, think about that. That put the chills up on my back. You know? I think all the time about what would happen if these great people were allowed to change the world. Why weren't they? Who stopped them? Why did they? Each time a revolutionary gas or something that we can power our cars with comes up that isn't something that they can use to charge us money all the time, they kill the person. It's like, what? The man that invented the electric hydrogen powered car, or not electric, water hydrogen powered car, sorry. That man was at a business meeting when he died. It's like insane to me that all these people that really truly were going to give us further travel or endless internet or anything. Tesla, he died alone. And now people consider us great. And he had the workings for helicopters. The military wanted that. He had the blueprints for some of the first working helicopters. I mean, now why that man died alone and sad and broke, that just shows the world, man. And then Edison monopolized light that we're staring at right now and truly was an evil person and was allowed to reach the stratosphere of success that everybody sees now. It's fascinating. The people that do the most wrong are the people that we are recognizing in history as the best, instead of the people that do the most right. That is just an amazing thought. I don't think I could say anything better. And all while I'm sitting here looking at these lights, man, I love it. Yeah. I don't know. I definitely am having a great night now, though. I went live and my night got better. I was already going good. I was just putting these lights up on my own in the middle of the night, and then I went live, and then I had this great conversation with y'all, and it literally stemmed from our comments. Fascinating. Yeah, I know that that's the world that we all want to see. The one where we're allowed to see the great people succeed for their greatness. We shouldn't hide it. We should never hide people's greatness. We should truly study and discover new things the way that we discover planets. And we should want that for our technology as well. And eventually I think it will happen. They will not, this won't be forever, I can't imagine. In my life, I do think that we will see some sort of arrangement where, I don't know, it feels less predatory, if you will. I hope. Because right now, the police feel super predatory most of the time. And I'm not saying that, there's not, I'm never, there's always good ones and bad ones and everything. You'll never catch me saying all this or all that or bad, but yeah, the cops right now, I mean, I had a cop pull me over 3 months ago. He followed me the entire way down a hill and scared me so bad with pressure, and then pulled me over for we were literally going this. We were going the speed limit. We were going the speed limit, and he found a way to pull me over and to, scare me, and then he let me go. He didn't give me a ticket. I would have taken a ticket. Like, if you catch me doing some wrong, please give me a ticket. But at the same time, you know, it really hurts to have that happen a half mile away from your house. And it felt extremely predatory. He pulled out. He was sitting there minding his own business, and as soon as I pulled past him, he used it as an excuse to follow me down the hill. So really, he was minding his own business until he saw me go by, and then he decided to check my speed. And he followed me for a good 2 miles, and I didn't do anything wrong. I literally stayed below the speed limit, and then when I got to the bottom of the hill, I didn't realize that it changed immediately. Imagine it's 55 on the hill, and then directly at the bottom they put a sign up that says 45. So now you have to literally stop from 55 to 45 apparently in this cop's mind, or you're speeding. So he pulled me over going into my town, and yeah, it just felt so bad to do that to somebody that isn't even bothering anyone. And it was just, I was going right home. There was nothing else happening. I had to get some cigarettes and go home. And that man stopped me that night and harassed me. It was harassment because he could have just followed me and I would have turned down my road and he could have kept going, and he was right behind me. He was directly right behind me going the same speed, so technically he was going the same speed as me. That's what hurts the most. These cops pass us all the time going 70 plus, left lane, and I'm scared to even get in front of them. And then when I come in down my hill to my house, it's not my hill, but it's the hill by my house, the big hill, they pull me over, you know, and I was hitting my brakes the whole way down the hill, and I was scared because he was following me, testing me for no reason, you know. That's like, if they were supposed to pull behind us and test us all day long, that would be the scariest thing ever, right? On a late Thursday morning, I know. Thank you, Joseph. Yep, it really is some of the realest stuff that comes out of my mouth, and honestly, I listen to myself. I'll sit here and I'll be talking, and if I get into a good thought, I'll just start going. Just because, why not, right? See where it goes. It's harder for me to do if I don't have comments just going and going and going, though, you know, but boy, I can really tap into something great every now and then, and that's really what I want to show a lot of the times. I'd really love to always tap into that, you know, every time I'm making a video, but I try to just be me, you know. When I make a video, I just want it to be me. You know, what I'm thinking about, what I'm talking about, that's what the video is about. And lately I've been doing better to do research and to come up with topics so that it's not just, you know, random coins and stuff. I want it to feel good. I want it to feel like storytelling. You know, I want it to feel smooth. That's been my aim lately. All the robbery videos are really, you know, without editing, that is my effort, you know, to just do different things basically to entertain people, because a lot of these robberies I didn't even know anything about, especially the little details that I'm finding. I'm doing a lot of research, and basically if I get on one single topic, I can Google that and go through a bunch of different articles, and I sometimes pick up different information just that way. I really like it. Really, where this is going, my channel wise, is like a good place. I think it's really a great place. It's gonna be a real peaceful place, you know, where we can just kind of enjoy a lot of different things. That's what I've come. I don't want to just do, you know, doing just one thing. I realized that people like to see my dog too, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna show my dog every now and then. Might as well. And you know what, I also realized that the videos that I post of her on here will be solidified forever after she's gone. And I cherish this dog. You guys may wonder why I actually feel this way so often, and I'm always posting like videos. I feel so good about her because I know that if you don't appreciate the things every single day while they're literally here and, you know, alive and well, why appreciate them when they're gone, you know? So at the same time, I'm giving her the best life that I can give her, and then I'm gonna appreciate every single video for years and years to come. And yeah, it'll be a tearjerker for real, but it is what it is, you know? This dog really changed my life. Showed me that the bond goes even further than just through, like, you know, ownership and words and actions. This dog speaks when I tell her, like, when I come home and I tell her to tell me how she feels, she tells me how she feels. It's truly amazing. I honestly think we have this, like, conscious relationship where, like, she just understands me a little bit more than other dogs would. And I guess that's the thing. Some dogs are so intelligent we don't really even know how smart they are, right? Who's tapped into that type of information? A dog's brain to really know what those lines mean, you know? But I know it feels good.
I remember when I was a kid, the cops would follow me, a new driver. It was spooky, but they get to know us folks in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's literally what it used to be like, and I knew all the cops back then. I used to know the cops in my town by first and last name. They knew me, and they were nice, man. If you got pulled over, they'd tell you what you did wrong. If they had to give you a ticket, they'd give you a ticket. But they were decent, human. I'd rather have that. And also, I remember times where I first saw this kind of progress. You know, I would say it progresses. I saw it progress when I noticed that cops basically, there were 2 cops that came into this town a long time ago, and it went from being real peaceful and quiet to, wow, I hear the siren 30 times a day. Why do I hear the siren 30 times a day? You know, it's truly amazing, but they were pulling people over just to make as much money as possible for which really, now that makes everybody really on their toes, and also you're barely going to get anyone pulled over when they're afraid to be pulled over, right? So they barely made any money, and yeah. Now we have really decent cops. The kid that we have now is really nice. He's really young, and yeah, he's really decent. He just doesn't bother anybody. He won't pull you over for speeding. You can go 5 over, 10 over maybe. If you're in a hurry, you can go a little faster. It's nice. My small town is nice. And then when state boys come around, it feels like, well, you know, that's not how we drive around here, but... And then it's crazy. That's what I was getting at. Like, they pass you on the highway flying, right? Flying. And it's almost disrespectful to me, in my opinion. Because how are they always driving so fast when they're not in a hurry, even when they're not in a hurry, and then they're going to nitpick me on 5 or 10 mile an hour? It's upsetting. Shouldn't happen. They can make money by... There's literally real criminals. Like, real criminals out hurting people all the time. And they never go to jail. And that's what I expect. Like, you know, that's really what I expect, is for, like, people who are harming society, harming people, robbing people, doing every single thing that they possibly can do to be the most terrible person ever. Go and arrest those people. Please. I beg you. Because, yeah, I'm trying to see a little glimpse of the past, too, where I feel like I'm in a small town that doesn't, you know, have predatory, militarized cops that are just out to make money and don't even know who you are, even though we all live in the same town. Man, this is a great night. I've had this Christmas stream going. You know, I'm not one for Christmas music, and to be honest with you guys, I used to really not even... I'd hear it playing in the stores, and I was the one bitching about it. It's like, I don't know. I guess there's a time for everything, right? And it just felt right. If they didn't overdo Christmas music, I think it would be the most beautiful thing. Because you just weren't hearing it all the time, you know? Or play something different, you know? Play a couple songs around it, or somewhat Christmassy, but not full-blown, you know, playing every great Christmas song that we have until our ears bleed. Because that's the one thing that I noticed the most, is that these stores get everything ready months prior just to take advantage and make as much money. I don't know. We live in a country where that is literally, it is all about making money. The big corporations shut down the small store near you. Or me. Because it happened here too. We used to have like this one really good store right down at the end of my road, man. Drinks, chips, fresh deli subs, lunch meat, hot dogs, whatever you wanted really. Soda. It was a convenience store. It was pretty convenient too. And yeah, it just closed right on down. That was a family thing though. 15%. If I let my phone die, it'll glitch out so weird it will barely post the live stream, and then I won't even be able to see it for the rest of the night. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna start going live weekly. We're gonna just make this a regular thing. I don't want it to be random. We're gonna make a schedule, and if I make a schedule for live streams, I'll stick to it. I've noticed that if I make a schedule, I'm way more strict on myself. You know, rather than just making it up on my own. So we're gonna just figure that out. I'll pick like 3 days where I just go 2 to 3 days where we just go live every single week at the same times. I can't wait. That was a great idea for the end stream too. Have a great rest of your day, morning, you guys, and I will see you soon. Peace out, y'all.